my fifis, my fifis. That's pretty much what women cry out on the internet all the time. It's like, oh, my feelings, I feel this, I feel that. Nobody cares about your feelings, ladies. This is why I love it when men humble women.
I got so humbled by a man that I quite literally have not stopped thinking about it for weeks, so I think I need to get it off my chest. I went to Jersey with my girlfriends for 4th of July, so this was more than a month ago, and I'm still thinking about it. And
sorry, I know that the story's not over, but already you can just tell this woman is not going to be a reliable narrator. You can't believe a single thing that she's going to say. How do I know? Well, first, this happened a month ago. Second, she said that there's a comment that was made that she can't get over, so she's emotionally triggered by this. And as we know, whenever a woman has strong emotions about something, the facts of the situation, like the actual sequence of events, exactly what occurred, what was said from a
flies out the window.
Month ago, that's going to get lost. All she's going to remember is the feeling that she had. There's no way she's going to be accurate about the facts.
We were at the bars. We met these guys who...
Okay, that's 2 more reasons to add to the list why you can't trust what she's saying. Number 1, it involves men. And number 2, it's at a bar, so she was probably drinking.
Who worked in finance. They lived in New York. They seemed like nice guys. They were decently cute. And I started talking to this one guy, and he's telling me all about how when he's in New York, he always gets with girls who look like his celebrity crush, Margot Robbie. I'm like, okay, buddy. Like, all right, whatever.
Have you ever noticed that whenever women are telling stories about themselves, you know, in something that happened in the past tense, they're always so cool and
right? Yeah, they're smooth about it.
Delivery. She's like, yeah, I rolled my eyes and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, buddy. I guarantee there's no way she said it like that in the moment. This is what I'm talking about when...
You know what? I don't actually see this side of Alex too much. I kind of like his new channel.
A woman's memory is based off her emotions. What probably happened is that she remembers feeling like she doubted him in that moment, but she didn't say anything. But when she remembers the night back, she like gives a voice and like paints the situation as though it reflects that little flicker of internal like emotional response that she had.
Anywho, then he starts talking about who his celebrity lookalike is, and he thinks that it was like Brad Pitt or like some like really hot celebrity.
You know what? Some people say I look like Denzel. I get that comment a lot in my videos, that when I smile in a certain way that I look like Denzel. Like, even I show this to my best friend because you guys commented it so much about me looking like Denzel. My best friend was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then he watched a Denzel movie, and then this freeze frame, Denzel was smiling a certain way, and he was just like, oh yeah, I can see their smile looks so similar. I still don't see it. You guys let me know. Do I look like an Asian Denzel?
I don't remember who, but I'm like, okay, like he didn't look like him, but what are you gonna do? I'm like, oh yeah, like that's great.
That's so funny. She just confessed. She's pretending like she's got this like bad girl persona who's like all sarcastic and like rolling her eyes. Like she was totally getting the better of him in this conversation. But then she must have started to feel guilty about how dishonestly she was presenting all of these events. And so she just confesses that the actual words that she said to him were, oh yeah, that's great. I can so clearly picture it that in the moment she would have been like feminine and receptive to him. Like, yeah, like smiling at him. You know, now she's presenting it like a month later as though she was like all full of sarcasm.
Well, of course, now she reflected back on it.
And like putting him in his place. No chance it went down like that. You know, she probably didn't even have any internal doubts in the moment. I'm guessing what's probably occurred is he
rejected the shit out of her.
Something to offend her. Well, I guess we'll find out as we keep watching this clip. You know, and that's the emotion that she remembers. And so she takes that emotion and then she paints it across all of her interactions with him, including the way that she behaved. You know, she just like retroactively creates history based on what happened.
Man, that's a scary thing, guys. You guys just heard that they retroactively recreate things. This is why it's dangerous out there. This is why you should be protecting yourself. Save all your texts. Record shit if shit goes down. You never know. You never know.
to her. Like she said these guys were cute. They're from New York. They're like loaded, I think, like they work in finance or whatever. So she was drinking. I bet she was very feminine. She was loving the attention. She was probably flirting. And then he's probably said something that's offensive to her. And so she remembers the entire conversation as her being like offended. But there's no way it went down like that. That's just women rewriting history based on their emotions. But I'm curious now. I want to find out what he said to her.
Then he goes, who do you think your celebrity look-like is? And I don't really think that I have a celebrity look.
Of course, it was going to be a comment about her appearance. What else could it have been? What else is going to stick in a woman's mind for a month? I bet that you could call this woman, like all of the insults, what would really upset a man? If you called her weak, if you called her inconsistent or disloyal, tell her that she's a hypocrite, that she lacks honor, I bet none of those would stick with the kind of strength that a comment about her appearance has.
Look-alike, but my TikTok comments will sometimes say that I look like a blonde Nessa Barrett. Sometimes I get Sabrina Carpenter too, but blonde Nessa Barrett I've gotten a couple of times. So I said that. I was like, yeah, like typically.
Hey, trust me. I've told people, you guys comment, I look like Denzel Washington, and they just laugh. They laugh their asses off. And I can't even like be mad at them. I'm just telling them what you guys say in the comments. And again, I've gotten that comment multiple times, which was freaking me out because I didn't see it. I couldn't see it.
I don't know who either of those celebrities are. I don't know if that's going to be relevant.
I feel like people will tell me I look like a blonde Nessa Barrett. And he goes, he goes, yeah, you look like Nessa Barrett if she ate someone else.
Ooh. So you fat.
Are men in Jersey just like all diabolical, or like is that like normal to be spoken to like that? I did not know how to respond. I laughed, but I think he was serious.
That's it? That is such a letdown. If somebody called you fat, how...
So he called you plump. Well, I mean, like you ate two of somebody, so I mean, pretty fat.
Long would you think about it? How much would it affect your self-esteem? This comment has shaken her world. She's been thinking about it for a month.
Old man literally just stopped me and said, I don't mean to be rude, but you are absolutely gorgeous. And I looked at him and I was like, and I just turned around. He just outwardly said that I'm absolutely gorgeous, which is just like so unnecessary.
Like I said, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
It's weird. Ew.
Some of you guys are probably expecting me to criticize this woman. Like, why can't she just take a compliment? Why is a man's nice behavior always presented as though it's something creepy? But my thoughts are actually more about the old man. Like, sorry, old timer. I'm sure it was like the done thing back in the day to compliment women as just a matter of course. That's just what you did. But you got to get with the times. Modern women have made it very clear that approvals and compliments from men are not just unwanted, they are insulting. So stop it. Every man, just stop talking to women that you don't know. Stop
He ain't wrong.
forcing social interactions and injecting yourself into her experience. She doesn't want it, and you're not going to gain anything either. You're just going to be accused of harassment. What are you trying to gain by complimenting some random stranger?
I hate it when...
Unless you are actually going to pursue that person for a phone number and everything else, then yeah, there's no need. No need at all.
guys are like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like... Bitch, say sorry.
What the hell? She's like screaming like that's so obvious. Why do women think that the word sorry has some kind of magical ability to fix things? That's like how you resolve things in kindergarten. Like, just say sorry and it's all going to be solved. To me, this is a red flag. A woman who...
Yeah, it's like, if you don't even mean it, you just want me to say it. Okay, sorry.
Who's just like demanding that you say sorry and that's it. She's not actually trying to fix the relationship or resolve a conflict, you know, and try and get it back onto a healthier path. She just wants you to say sorry as a sort of emotional loyalty test. Her goal isn't...
Well, it's also kind of like a superiority thing. When someone says sorry to someone else, you're kind of in a higher position in you know, that moment.
Clarity. It's just your obedience. As a man, if you want to fix a problem, you know that you have to go into the details. What caused this? Was it a miscommunication, a difference in values? The two of you had different expectations? You want to accurately diagnose where it went wrong so that you can prevent this problem from coming up in the future. But if you're in a relationship with a woman like this, she doesn't want you to get specific like that. She just wants you to say sorry. She just wants you to take the blame, you to admit that you were the one that was in the wrong. She wants you to validate her feelings of victimhood.
That's what I said. They want to feel superior. I said this.
And somehow that's going to be satisfying to her. But I mean, that tells you everything that you need to know about her character. A lot of men, they say like, I just want peace inside my relationship. But like as an outcome, that's not desirable at all costs. What matters a lot is how you achieved that peace.
I can 100% agree with Alex is going about this. Like, yeah, you want to sacrifice everything for the peace, or do you want actual peace?
What is the foundation? Is it because the two of you have actually reached some kind of mutual understanding, or is the relationship at peace simply because you stopped arguing, you stopped sticking up for yourself, and you just agreed to take the blame? Because then, yeah, I mean, it's going to be peaceful for a day, but that's it. You've just sacrificed yourself to her emotional chaos that's not going to provide a long-lasting peace.
He's 100% right. Like, people seem to think that, you know, you just not fighting or not arguing is peace. No, peace is her not making you want to argue and fight or things like that, because you guys communicate properly. You guys are aligned with culture, aligned with future goals, aligned with everything else, aligned with kids. That's what makes a great relationship. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.